Welcome to Start Early. Cool. You are live.
Ooh, we're live. What's up, guys? We're doing MNAB for you guys to see.
Megan's having a good day.
I am, girl, because I got on my Amazon ponytail and I see you got your headband wig on. Yes.
Headband wig. What?
Girl, you ain't got to lie to us. We all know it's a headband. Okay, Marisa, come on. Just go with it. Okay? Just freaking go with it.
No, you know it's hard work. This hair is hard work.
Marisa got on her headband wig, like I said. It's attached really good. It's on there real nice and tight. Actually, I was looking at it.
That Ariana Grande.
Girl, I know this is what this is on my head.
That's what she said. That's what Cullen asked. Is that Ariana Grande?
Of course.
You are glowing and beaming. You said, what song is that? Wait, did you say what song is that?
Wait, what?
Did you say what song is that?
No.
Oh, I was like, you know who Ariana Grande is?
No. I was like, this is the Ariana Grande ponytail. Yes, you are so right about that. Amazon, guys, $11.
I was talking to my sister about our potential concept. She was like, why don't you just get a professional on to actually help you guys do it properly?
Wait, what concept?
The wig concept.
Oh, we're trying to, y'all, we'll tell you. We're trying to, so I don't really have wigs like that. Like I've had some, but I always feel stupid wearing them. And I think it's because I don't know how to put them on. Like I need to get the good, the lace. So I saw this braid wig that looks phenomenal. All these women are putting their actual like pictures up of them buying it from Amazon. So I told Marisa, I was like, hey, how about we both get braided wigs? Because who wants to sit in a chair for 7 hours, get their hair braided, right? So let's just get these braided wigs and learn on YouTube while we're on MNAB Live. And learn how to put on lace front braided wigs. The braided wigs look fire though.
They did look nice. I was ready to say absolutely not. And then I started looking and I'm like, oh, these look cool. And I believe
when you get too close, you'll see like all the loops. You don't stay right there. There you go. Now look at my hair.
It's just like nails. When your nails are busted, you're like, oh, they look good from here. Just
right.
Oh, you look cute.
Thank you. I'm just throwing them raids on. These are real. Well, they're my real length.
Oh, are they? Oh, so
they are. A real length. But here's the secret though, which is like a big no-no. I got them overlaid with acrylic. Typically, like I do, nobody really does acrylic these days, right?
What's acrylic? What's acrylic?
It's like the powder. They put the powder. They put like a little liquid in the powder, and then they like smooth it over your nail.
Wait, no one does that?
I feel like it's not as popular. I feel like most people are doing like SNS, which is like the dip powder.
I've never seen that.
Really?
I still do acrylic. Yeah, the powder.
Oh, well, boom, girl, acrylic. Hey, I thought nobody's really doing it because I see people do gel nails and then like SNS nails. I didn't think people was really doing acrylics. Anybody out there still doing acrylics?
Wait, acrylic is just when they put the nail on and then they put the powder over it to make it smooth, right?
Well, they dip the brush into like this liquid and then the powder and then they put it on your nail and then they like smooth it over your nail.
Yeah. Isn't that how you have to have a fake nail?
No.
Oh, see,
you could do SNS, which is like, I think it used to be called like diamond nail back in the day or whatever, but they like paint it like with this liquid and then you dip it into the powder. And then that's how it's like covered your nails. It's not as strong as acrylic, but I was using that, but then my nails were breaking. I was like, what is the point? So then my nail lady was like, we're just going to do acrylic. I was like, okay. And now my real nails grew out and I was like,
Oh, okay. So they put acrylic on the real nail and then paint over it and all that stuff. File it down. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to do that. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I guess I'm on the last time I had acrylics was like 2000 and like
really?
2003. Girl, because after that I started doing like the gel nails because I thought that was better.
But this is on your real nail, right? Okay, yeah, I understand the real nail situation. It's more of the fake nail situation. I'm like,
well, at first, I mean, I had to get fake nail. Well, not like I think these two are a little bit of it was fake because when I got them done, they broke. So I needed more
oh,
length.
right,
So these two
right.
have a little bit of fake nail left on them, but the rest of
Got
them,
it.
never mind.
Got it. Ooh, I'm sleepy. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, you had a long night, girl.
I be having long days and more early. It's more early mornings for me. I be tired by noon.
You better take you some ginseng
I know.
or
Yeah.
B12 or something.
I'm actually going on like a retreat this weekend.
Ooh, where?
Temecula. It's like wine country.
Okay, what are you
So
doing there?
my friend, she was actually a guest on our earlier episodes, Daria. She rented like a mansion and she invited some ladies and we're going to what are we going to do? We're going to do yoga in the morning. We have a chef. We have a massages, waist speeds, and then she wants to do like a whole like let it go for the year ceremony. Like, what are we gonna let go and bring into the new year situation? So
I like that.
I'm looking forward to a little wine and relaxation this weekend.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. I like that.
Yeah, she's like really planned it out. So, like,
Wait, so when are you leaving? You leaving tomorrow?
yes,
Through Sunday.
yes,
Ooh.
out of here.
I wish I could say the same. I did the opposite. Marlon's birthday was last week. Or earlier this week. So I'm sending him on a camping trip with the boys this weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, but that doesn't mean I get to go anywhere because I
That's
have
true.
it.
Wait, what did you do for his birthday?
We had a dinner with family. We had like a chef come in and then family came over and ate dinner. But his birthday was on Monday, so it's kind of like,
oh, okay.
Can't do too much on a Monday. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to work. So I did that, and then I got him some tickets to a football game, NFL game. So
That's
it.
nice.
Yeah, he got some nice gifts.
Those are nice gifts. Those are really nice gifts. I'd want that. I did a chef dinner.
That's all right, because I'm going to pay myself back by going to Dubai in a few weeks, y'all.
Dang, that's going to be so fun.
It is.
Are you going solo or?
Well, yeah, he can't come anyway because we didn't get his passport back in time. But but my friends that are going, like they're leaving. Actually, I switched my flight to leave out of Chicago with them, so I'll be on the same flight with them.
Okay. That'd be good.
So, because at first I was just gonna like go by myself because it's a little more expensive to get on the flight with them. But I was like, okay, I'm going by myself. Let me be a little more, to make sure my mom feels better and Marlon feels better about me going. Let me at least get on a flight with people I know.
You're gonna have fun. You gotta take pictures and everything.
Ooh, Lord, please let me feel good on this trip.
Because
Lord knows this
get you a Dubai massage.
Ooh, I wonder if they're any different from American massages.
Who knows? I don't know. Everything is good when you have no worries. Nobody take care of. You'll be anybody.
Right.
No, not anybody, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, let me shout out the people around. Hey, Cullen. Hey, Michelle Richardson, Jay and Lou, Girls That Wine, Evolving Mama. What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all living? We see y'all posted up in the chat. Appreciate you.
What's going on? There's so much going on.
Oh. I saw this story about Will and Jada. So Will has a new special out on Apple TV Plus. It's an interview with Oprah about his new book that he has coming out, just detailing his life. And like one of the things that he said in there is that when him and Jada first met, this is the way he quoted and said, they drank and had sex multiple times every day for 4 months straight. I was like, oh, that is a lot. Okay. 4 months straight. You had sex multiple times a day, every day. That's probably why they made it this far.
Wait, that's all he said?
No, that was one of the main things that made people go, oh my gosh, I gotta watch this interview with Oprah. But then one of the things he also said was, he said, I started to wonder if this was a competition about, as much as they were having sex. And I guess she loves sex as much as him. He put, either way, as far as I was concerned, there were only two possibilities. One, I was going to satisfy this woman sexually, or two, I was going to die trying. That is a
Oh,
lot of work.
get rich or die trying. See, I was watching Tasha K live, and she said that he had said he got sent to like a therapy in a sense because he wasn't pleasing her sexually. So he had to go to some like 2017 maybe or 2019. He had to go to some sort of sex therapist, or don't quote me exactly. This is just what she said, because he wasn't satisfying Jada. So I mean, I don't know. That beginning, what you said at the beginning, I feel like that's for everybody who starts off dating. Well, I
4
won't say
months
everybody,
straight,
but
multiple times a day. That's how you
I
interrail with
feel
a
like
girl.
well, in the beginning when we first got
Well, I mean,
married,
I will say that there's always way more sex
yeah,
at the beginning. I will say that. But for four, you know how many days that is, girl? That's 120 days you having sex multiple times a day.
I feel
Or
like we would do it
120
like at
days.
least twice a week.
Okay, well, yeah, I get that. But when he said the multiple, I was like, wait, what? How many times? 3, 4 times a
Maybe it's
day?
just like a new
120 days?
relationship type of thing. I feel like it's like a
It is.
new relationship situation. But then on the other side, literally, I was watching this last night, and she said like he couldn't please her anymore. And didn't she just say on Red Table Talk? Did she quote something on Red Table Talk
Which
about
day?
him not being able to satisfy her, or she's had to work through it in her marriage of like letting him know what he needs to be
Yeah, yeah.
doing,
She
or
was talking quick. She
yeah.
was having Red Table Talk with Gwyneth Paltrow. She was like, "It's a fantasy to think that your partner knows how to please you sexually. Like, it's not
Right.
basically like, especially at the beginning, she was just kind of like, that's something you have to work at because a lot of people don't like talking about sex, especially with their partner, because you love them, you don't want their feelings to be hurt, you don't know how they're gonna take it. So it's like, especially after a while, after y'all been having sex for a while, how do you be like, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that especially to a man who has a fragile ego. Men have way more fragile egos than women. Miss Mia, what's
Yeah.
up? Sounds like he needs Blue Chew.
Wait, what is Blue Chew? I don't.
Girl, it's like a generic Viagra.
But then she also said Tasha live last night. Tasha Mack. Why did I say Tasha Mack? First of all, I'm waiting for the game to come on. That's why I said Tasha Mack. Tasha live. She was saying Tasha K. She was saying that Jada had to go to like get like vagina rejuvenation as well because she wasn't being pleased.
I mean, there's women that, once you have a baby, kids come through there, your
Yeah, she did
equipment,
have babies, right?
your equipment ain't never really 100% the same. So
Yeah.
maybe it was hanging loose. Seems like she put that thing to work. So she probably did need to get a little snip, snip, tight, tight.
I mean, if anyone watches Tasha K live, I think she really just don't like Jada. So everything is like pro Will, anti Jada. So I'm coming in from just only hearing her perspective of this conversation.
I don't think, I
Um,
mean, I just think it takes, if anything, first of all, I applaud them for putting their life out in public, right? Because
oh,
they have aired a lot of their dirty laundry. But the thing about it is, for somebody who's been married for that long, which is how long they've been married now?
I
20
don't
years?
know, like my whole life.
25 years, something like that, basically. 25, that's a long time. People don't be
Long time.
making it that long. And
Yeah.
usually people who make it that long have just as much drama. We just don't know about it, right? They're just not famous.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it in public. So I applaud them for telling, like, hey, sex been rough for us, okay? Not pleased. He's not pleasing me. We've heard for
Well,
years that they've had.
do you think that's why she was like, "Oh, you stay on this side of the house, Imma stay on this side of the house," and then she had her little encounter with her
I think maybe,
young
maybe,
man?
maybe you
I
go
don't know.
after a while. I don't know. I think I've never been with somebody for 25 years, but I'm assuming sometimes you might get bored. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, Will said they have really good conversation, which is why I really think that is what has made them stay together, because they're really good communicators and they talk about a lot of stuff. But,
Yeah.
it's for them. He said, sex is a hard thing to talk about. And for us, it was always about like being honest and being truthful. That is like, I have to applaud that. Even if look at Icy Mo.
Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Should I
What did I
take
just
my
walk it on? Should I take my man bags and leave? No, Icy Mo. We talking about men too. We talking about Will. We're talking about Jada. We want to know y'all's thoughts. But it's a long time. So for them to still be together, knowing because if you watch that Red Table Talk where they were talking about the August Alsina thing, you saw Jada's face and she was like, I wasn't the only one. Like basically insinuating that Will had also had his dalliances as well.
Yeah.
Just they weren't, in public about it because whoever that third person was didn't bring it up like August Alsina did.
Right. And we have to understand too, like they're in Hollywood as well.
Yeah.
So we have to take everything with, a grain of salt in some situations. I think that they have been painted as the perfect family, throughout our culture, but as they start to unravel things and people get surprised, but like you said, the things like this happen in normal relationships. People cheat on each other, people have side babies, kids don't like their mamas and daddies. Like it's kind of normal. But I think that we just hold them to this higher expectation because they've been painted as this. And Will Smith is like the iconic Black man,
Yeah.
like traditional whole situation. So
Yeah.
they're in Hollywood as well.
Yeah, and you're like, wow, he has a Black wife, which in
Right.
Hollywood is not the norm. It's a Black man with a Black wife. They've been together this long. Like, oh, it's so awesome. And now things are coming out. Oh, they have somewhat of an open relationship. But for that kind of means like, I feel like when he explained it, it was like we're together. Like we're always going to be together. Period. Our goal is to be together. However, if that means we gotta kind of, have sex with other people sometimes, okay, as long as we're always together. And
did he
like,
say that?
no, I'm paraphrasing, but like for him,
Okay.
when he said that, like because clearly they've both done sexual things with other people and they're still together. So and they've both talked about it. So I think it was just like, okay, you do your thing, I do my thing. Let's just make sure when we do our thing, we're clear with those people what it is. Let's make sure they understand we're not leaving each other for them. This is a physical thing. But August Alsina caught the feelings. Okay, that's what happened. Jada put it on him. She got that strong badge. That's how she got Will Smith. Okay, that badge be hooking him, and now he was catching feelings. And that's the part that got messed up. You wasn't supposed to catch the feelings.
You wasn't supposed to catch the feelings. That's crazy. I mean, but we can't put our own foot in our mouth. We're both in relationships, marriages. We don't know what's to come.
We don't. I don't know. I don't think I'm strong enough to be like, yes, let's still be together, but like have sex with
no, I would definitely never be that strong enough.
I'm because I'm emotional. I'm too emotional. Like I would be August Alsina every single time. Okay.
And
no, I'm
men are jealous. Like I couldn't even imagine Terrell being what? I can't even say the words. I can't even say
right.
I can't even say the words. We would have to get a divorce.
Seriously, I couldn't do that. I don't have that level of whatever they have, which is like that level of understanding.
Is it higher consciousness? I don't know.
No, that ain't higher consciousness. That's just different lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah, that is
I think they've made a decision, which is like we're married and we're gonna stay married, but we're gonna have our own little lives, whatever we got to do, and that's part of them living on different sides of the house. Whatever the little compound looks like, whatever. Like they.
Yeah, but we should definitely have one of when we do our podcast. We should definitely have a sex therapist come on to enlighten us about these topics and things. Or did we have one?
We did, but we didn't talk about like alternative relationships.
Well, I meant more so like growing relationships. Being married for X amount of time, like more of like the emotional state and the physical state, and because I have read books about women and being a goddess and a sexual being and things you should be doing and this and that. But I'm just curious from a psychological and physical point of view of a long-term relationships when it comes to the intimate part of it. But
that'd be good.
Men need sex all the time.
But you look at Will and Jada. It look like Jada need the sex. Not he didn't need it as much as her.
That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but dang.
Dang, girl, do your
Yeah.
thing,
Right.
honey.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Do
Whatever.
your thing. I don't know what you got, girl, but you got something because this man is still here. But like I think I just applaud their transparency, especially with Red Table Talk. I just feel like we got to see the view about them, and we always thought their kids were weird, but I was like, oh, Will is actually pretty cool. I thought they were weird, like
Was Jaden? Did Jaden get emancipated?
he did when he was like 15. And then I saw something, Will was like super heartbroken about it. But it's like, when you love your kids, and I guess he had a good reasoning for it. And so it was just kind of like, okay.
I need to look into that. Not look into. I was just curious. I keep hearing that. I didn't know that. I had no clue that he got. Tasha K said it. So, like, oh, really? I didn't know that.
It said, let me see. Hold on. I just pulled something up. It says Will said his heart was shattered when Jaden asked to become an emancipated minor at the age of 15. And okay. And then he said, oh, and what was worse was that Jaden took the hit. Fans and the press were absolutely vicious, they said, and painted things about Jaden, and I refuse to repeat. Jaden had faithfully done everything that I instructed him to do, and I had coached him into the worst public mauling he'd ever experienced. His son felt betrayed and misled by him, adding he lost his trust in my leadership. At 15 years old, when Jaden asked about being emancipated, my heart shattered, and he ultimately decided against it, but it sucks to feel you've hurt your kids. Oh, so I guess.
What did he do?
Oh, maybe he didn't do it then. Yeah, so maybe he was starting the process, and his dad kind of like gave into it, but then I do remember everybody talking so bad about it. Remember, like, oh my gosh, this little spoiled entitled brat, how dare you try to become.
Well, what did he do? What did his dad do?
I don't know. I think he kind of like instructed him on how to do it, and also like he didn't think that the press and the public would have that much of a negative backlash. But think about it. They're like the ideal Black family, and they're famous. So when you shatter people's view of you, you're going to receive some like definitely some, hatred for that. But he wasn't thinking about that as a father. He was just like, this is what my son wants to do. Okay, instead of being like, bro, they about to tear you to shreds, don't do it.
I guess my question was why he wanted to do it, not how it happened.
Oh, he didn't say why.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming any 15-year-old wants to be emancipated because you feel like I want to do things on my own, and I feel like you're not letting me. And so here's my reasoning. He probably came to his dad like I feel like they're very mature kids. So he probably had good reasons, and like, it made sense. So his dad was reluctant to be like, okay.
I remember there was a story about like the Karate Kid and how his dad pushed him super hard, and he was like crying and all
that. Probably
stuff.
was part of it. That's probably, like as a kid, you're like, I don't need this. And of course, these Hollywood kids learned about freaking emancipation. And just being a Hollywood kid, you probably go to school, all these little rich white kids, private school, and they probably told you about emancipating, and you were like, I'm gonna be emancipated from my father and my mother.
Well, more power to Will Smith. I'm sure his book will be bestseller.
Yes, his book Will is coming out, his memoir of his life.
I'm pretty sure there'll be more stories we will talk about as it unravels.
Yes.
So what else is in the news? A lot of trials happening. A lot of people getting sued. What was the last Saturday? There was the AstroWorld concert. Travis Scott. Lord, that was crazy. I actually like Travis Scott's songs.
I think it was cool.
Yeah, and I think it was 8, 10. I think is it the Deadpool 10? Maybe 10 or 11?
Is it 8 and then 2 are like in critical condition?
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I watched a few of the videos. They were very triggering. I didn't really get deep into it, but I was like, damn, people are out. People are like, look, I'm trying to go to a concert.
I was looking at the footage. I was like, oh my gosh, none of these kids got on masks. Like
the mask
it looked like a pre-COVID concert.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And then I saw a video of people like basically breaking in, jumping over fences. So they were definitely at maximum capacity.
Yeah, and I will tell you that's like to be. I've been trampled before. Okay,
really?
And it was only like maybe like 4 or 5 people, but that was enough to like diminish what these people. I'm saying just the 4 to 5 people that trampled me
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
enough for me to like, girl, I couldn't walk. My ankle felt like it was broken. So if you have like a ton of people running over you, like I understand why these people would have
Yeah,
died in a situation
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I
That's
saw a few of the videos of people explaining what happened, and one boy said, like, "I came to terms that I was about to die." I was like, "Damn, y'all was turned up." But then I know there was, like, this backlash, which it was a little weird. Like, Travis Scott's, acknowledgement video, he looked a little disconnected. Now it's a whole meme
right.
situation on TikTok. But he just looked like super kinda, maybe he was out of it. I don't know. It just
Girl,
felt
most entertainers are drunk and high, okay,
right.
out of their
Yeah.
mind when they perform. So they might have said, "You got to put something out quick." That was not the right time to tell him to do that.
Yeah,
Like, give
he
him a
he
little
looked
time, become sober, and maybe don't do a video. Do just text in situations like that. Just text, post it on
yeah.
your, which he ended up doing later on.
Yeah. It was interesting. But then I saw following that there's like a few artists. There was like Tiana Taylor. There was another person. Was it her? No, I forgot who it was. They've been stopping the crowd and cheating on people, and we're saying like it's going to mess up the artistic flow now of the concerts because of the potential bad press of people being hurt. I don't know. I remember being like watching Michael Jackson and all those concerts back in the day. People used to like pass out, and but there were people there to help them.
Yeah, and I'm sure they had a medic there, or maybe two, but like the amount of damage, no, like
Yeah,
no, you needed way more than that, So,
yeah.
and I think the saddest part of it for me was that this dad, he's like maybe a young dad in his
Oh,
late 20s or something, took his 9-year-old son and had his 9-year-old son on his shoulders because they both love Travis Scott.
mm.
And then of course people start rushing the stage. Well, the little boy gets knocked off. Him and his dad get trampled.
Oh,
And the dad passed out. When he came to, he was like, "Where's my son?" Where, they had already taken his son to the hospital. He was out
oh
for a
my
minute. And
God.
his son was taken to the hospital as John Doe. Because I guess he got trampled and
Really?
they got like separated. And so nobody knew who he was. They just took him to the hospital. And the little boy is still in a coma. So that's like really sad. I'm like, that poor baby. They just came to enjoy like father-son time. So it's like you got to be careful at this kind of stuff. And it makes me
Mhm.
go, I don't even know if I would let my teenager go to that because the amount of
Yeah.
like stuff that could happen. And a lot of those were like teens or like early 20s kids.
Yeah, yeah. They all looked really young, which I don't even know. My mom never even, if I wanted to go to a concert, I had to have one of my parents with me or like someone super
Uh,
older than me.
I think I lied. I went to a concert before, but I think I had lied.
Mm,
I think
mm,
that's because I don't feel like Deacon and Sister Thomas would have let me go. So I'm
yeah,
pretty sure I lied. So half them kids probably lied, okay, to get in
yeah,
there. But
yeah.
like,
I watch like alternative videos. So I was watching, what was I watching? Storm. He's a YouTuber.
oh yeah,
And he like broke down all the demonic, satanic rituals of the concert, like leading up to it from the flyer. It was like, I watched the whole thing. It was like
oh
40
wow.
minutes. So it was like the portals, and he was like explaining portals and like demons and sacrifices. And he was like going back and forth between the concert marketing and the footage. My mind was blown away.
I don't doubt that. Now that we all know Satan was the minister of music, so music is his lane, honey.
Yeah. And just how basically people who follow that way of life, they feel that the karmic energy is the way of like getting out of everything. So like, yeah, you can like sacrifice people in this way, and then on the flip side you would pay for everything. Like, oh, so I'm going to pay for all the funerals, I'm going to give the families money, like everything is okay, like as long as you're balanced. And when you like worship Satan, this is what I watched on Storm Live, you can go
Oh my
watch it.
gosh.
But basically, like, as long as you rebut it with something good, then you're all good. And the whole sacrifice, you'll level up to a new height in your. It's crazy.
I don't doubt
It
that.
was
That could
crazy.
actually be pretty true.
Yeah, it was. It was, and yeah, and like the mouth, like how he always has that mouth.
Mhm.
open, like that's the representation of a portal. And then his shirt had like little demons walking into like his shirt
What?
that Travis had on. Yo, look at his shirt that he had. Look at his shirt that he had during concert.
This is
Like
just too much.
little.
Don't take me down. You know how I be with conspiracies. I will go down
I
the rabbit hole
know,
forever. Don't tell
but
me
you
this.
know, those are the videos I watch first. I don't even watch the news.
You're
I
like,
be
I don't know
going
what happened,
straight.
but I see this video about these demons and these portals.
I go straight to the conspiracy theories first, and then I watch the news, and then I try to compare because then the fires, was it the sergeant or the police? Oh, somebody. So people were being injected with something.
Yeah, but then I just saw this morning the police chief came in and said that was a rumor. He was like the guy. They said it was like apparently a security guard had gotten trampled, and then he said he felt a prick. And then this morning, the
Hmm.
police chief was like, "No, he did not feel a prick. I'm not sure where that came from. He was passed out and he woke up in like the medic tent."
Oh,
So he was like,
okay.
"That's not true. People weren't
Well, I
getting
don't
pricked." So I
know.
was like,
Look,
"I don't doubt it. Okay, you had a big place with a lot of drugs. I don't doubt." But I also don't think
yeah,
this. Why are people wasting their drugs on other people?
I
Like that's
don't
why I was like, if you
know.
like, what would be what would be the reasoning to prick? Unless it was like a government conspiracy where they were like, here, let's test this new COVID vaccine on people, or or they were like, hey, let's abduct these people, so let's inject
Oh
them and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like that, okay, then that makes sense to me.
Mhm.
But if it's just like a mystery, like it's just a drug, like I don't see anybody wasting their drugs on somebody else.
Yeah. Well, I don't see any more Astro Worlds in Houston, Texas anymore. I think that was the last
I
one.
just, I think so, and I don't know about. See, I don't really like. I guess it's just me. I don't like concerts and festivals for that reason. One time I went to a
Mm,
Beyonce concert and I was like literally on the floor in the very front, first row, touching the like rails against
yeah.
that's like right in front of the stage. So I will never do that again. First
Really?
of all, I need to sit down. Okay. You know how long you have to stand when you're at a
Yeah.
concert like that? People are
Yeah.
late to show up. There's an opener, there's like 2 or 3 openers. It's just too much. You
Yeah.
try to go through that crowd to go pee or get something to drink and then try to fight your way back to your spot. Because if it's open like that, there's no designated spot. You just stand
Right.
wherever you want to stand. So I will never do that again in my
Wait,
old
which
age.
concert was that?
I want to say it was Mrs. Carter World Tour or something. I can't
Oh,
remember. It was one of those.
yeah.
It's a great show, but never again will I stand for a concert. I need a seat. I need a booth. I need something, okay? Because I need to be able to go to the bathroom and I need snacks. I'm
I
gonna be
was
here
just
for three,
having this
4 hours.
conversation. I was having this conversation last week how I have gone to every Beyonce concert by myself
Really?
because because I
You went
buy
to
the most
Coachella?
expensive. Huh?
Coachella too?
I didn't go to I was pregnant. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay,
Coachella
okay.
was a surprise. Wasn't Coachella a surprise?
No, 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 no. Because she remember the year
Oh,
before she was
yeah. I'm sorry.
headliner.
Yeah.
She had the twins, so
No.
she moved
Yes.
it to the next year.
Yes. Yes. No, I was pregnant with Halo. I stayed up till 2 in the morning and watched it. But I've been to every single probably concert by myself. And I was talking to a girl, she's like, I always just buy 2 tickets. I was like, yeah, but the amount of money you spent to buy 2 tickets, you could have gotten way to the front. Like, why would you do that? That's why I always go by myself because nobody is gonna buy the the best ticket. Go
Until
with
you get older in life where we can now afford these things.
right. And
You gotta
it's
get
so
me old though.
I remember like breaking my bank in college and went all by myself to a concert. I've been
That
on the run tour by myself. I've gone to every tour by myself.
girl, I
Yeah.
cannot do that. I just be looking. And you were just standing the whole time?
Yes. On the seat, standing on the seats.
Oh, but you had a seat though. It wasn't like the
Yeah. Yeah.
general
That's why I
like
don't know which concert
floor.
you're talking about. Well, because
It was the one. It was at Staples Center. I don't remember, but it was like there was a floor. People. I was a floor person. Wasn't any seats because it was like basically you filled in the gaps around the stage because there was a stage like this, and then I think it came out in the middle.
oh
So
yeah.
there
No,
was people. So it was a great view, but it just child. I was like, I ain't got no seat. What am I
yeah, I
gonna
was on the
do?
floor with a seat.
Yeah, you always need a seat because
Yeah, you
I'm
need a
too
seat
old.
just in case. Yeah,
I'm too
especially now. I don't
old.
see myself standing up the whole time. But anywho, what's you gonna talk? Yes, I need a seat.
Michelle Richardson said she needed a seat. Icy Mo agreed. Even if I don't use it, I need that option. Yes, thank y'all for being old like us, child. Don't be having me
Seriously.
stand up. And I don't even like.
Seriously.
I'd be mad at concerts too because I'd be taking forever.
The opening act. Oh my god. It's like 11 o'clock. They just coming on. Like, oh,
And
I'm
I'm sleepy. Right at that point, like I don't have nothing left. Okay, I got
sleepy.
nothing left.
We are getting old though. That's why.
We are.
Back in the
Okay,
day, it was nothing.
I know, and I was like looking. There's this concert coming. I'm going to be out of town, but this concert coming next month in Atlanta has like all these R&B people. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to
Ooh.
go to this concert so bad. And I was like, wait, let me look and see what seats are left. Because if it ain't no good seats, I'm
Who
not
was
going.
it?
Huh?
Who is it?
It was like all the 90s R&B. I can't even remember. I just heard it on the radio. Tamar Braxton was probably like the newest person, but like it was like all 90s R&B. I can't even remember. I gotta look it up. But it was such a good lineup. When I heard it, I was like, oh, I gotta go to this. And they said the date, and I was like, I'm not gonna be here.
Nah. And you have to be careful now. You have a belly.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If I would go, that's why I would need a good seat, honey. I gotta have a seat where nobody's gonna get in my way.
A box.
I got to be up there. I don't need to be close to the floor no more. I just need to be able to hear the music.
I think there was like a rap concert in Atlanta recently. And they were saying, oh, no. All rap concerts, you need a box. Okay. You need a box. You need to be able to exit. You need your own space. I was cracking up. But anyways, all right. We went on here 36 minutes.
Yes, we got to get out of here. But once again, shout out to all of you who have joined us. Thank you guys so much. We love y'all. Let me see. Oh, I see Mose at his next concert will be in 2024 when Janet Jackson goes back out. Now that I might have to be with you on that, Icy Mo, because I feel like that's gonna be a great concert.
Janet, she always gives it. It don't even matter how old she is. She be looking and dancing like she.
Marie said, let's put that on our calendar, okay?
Yeah, that'd be good. Janet Jackson.
Yes,
wow.
Janet Jackson.
I actually this is so random. My Uber driver in Arizona was telling me how he's her driver when she's in town. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, she's so nice. He was like, I drove her home from the hospital when she had her baby. I was like, really? Yeah, so random.
Dubai or wherever.
I don't know. He travels like he's a bodyguard / driver.
Okay.
Yeah. And we thought it was so fascinating. We're asking a million questions about Janet Jackson.
If you're like working and you just need some music to play in the background, hit up a playlist. Any playlist on YouTube that's like a Janet Jackson playlist. It's like, girl, it will get you through your day. And like, I've always loved Janet Jackson, but not like I didn't know how much I loved her until I just had this like random Janet Jackson playlist playing on YouTube. And I was like, what? Like every song, boom, boom, boom. I'm
gonna do it. I'm gonna play it today.
Have a Janet Jackson day, girl. It will change your life.
Oh my god.
Okay, y'all. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Icy Mo, Miss Mia, Michelle Richardson, Chastity Hudson. Who else? Beautiful Beast, Evolving Mama, Jay and Lou, Girls That Wine, and Cullen. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you guys next week on Mommy Needs a Break Live. Peace.
Bye-bye.